Hello aspirants, welcome to Visham IAS Academy. History class 6th NCERT ആണ് നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. First 3 chapters നമ്മൾ cover ചെയ്തു. Fourth chapter is in the earliest cities. So അതിൻ്റെ important points മാത്രം നമ്മൾ discuss ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. According to exam point of view for UPSC prelims as well as SSC exams, PSC exams too. First point, at some places before 80 years, expedition took place and archaeologists found the site and realized that this was one of the oldest cities in the subcontinent. As this was the first city to be discovered, all other sites from where similar buildings and the other things were found were described as Harappan. So, archaeologists find out the oldest cities important one ആണ് Harappan. These cities developed about 4,700 years ago. So 2 points in the first one is Harappan. അത് develop ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള these cities developed about 4,700 years ago. And this was the first city to be discovered. About these cities, the earliest cities in കുറിച്ച് many of these cities were divided into 2 or more parts. The west part is similar but higher called as citadel, and the part to the east was larger but lower is simple town. The division is into 2 or more parts. West part is smaller and the east was larger. West part also it's higher and east part is lower. The west part is called as citadel. The bricks were so well made that they have lasted for thousands of years. The bricks were laid in an interlocking pattern and that made the walls strong. So what is the reason for the strong walls? The bricks were laid in an interlocking pattern. So interlocking pattern is the important point. Very often walls of baked bricks were built around each part. In some cities, special buildings were constructed on the citadel. For example, in Mohenjo-daro, a very special tank which archaeologists call the Great Bath. So this is very important point that in Mohenjo-daro there is a special tank that is called as Great Bath which was built in this area. This was lined with bricks, coated with plaster and made watertight with a layer of natural tar. There were steps leading down it from 2 sides, while there were rooms on all sides. Water was probably brought in from a well and drained out after use. Perhaps important people took a dip in this tank on special occasions. And the other cities, such as Kalibangan and Lothal, had fire altars where sacrifices may have been performed. So in fire altars, the sacrifices performing, and some cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa and Lothal had elaborate storehouses. So storehouses are in Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Lothal. Next, many of these cities had covered drains. Notice how carefully these were laid out in straight lines. Each drain had a gentle slope so that water could flow through it. Very often, drains in houses were connected to those on the streets and smaller drains led into bigger ones. As the drains were covered, inspection holes were provided at intervals to clean them. So, for cleaning, inspection holes were provided. All 3 houses, drains and streets were probably planned and built at the same time. Next is lives of people. A Harappa city or a Harappan city was a very busy place. There were people who planned the construction of the special buildings in the city. These were probably the rulers. It is likely that the rulers sent people to distant lands to get metal, precious stones, and other things that they wanted. And there were scribes, people who knew how to write, who helped prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on other materials that have not survived. So besides, there were men and women craft persons making all kinds of things either in their own homes or in special workshops. So these are described in simple words so that every people, every aspirant can easily understand the important points. Perhaps also people were traveling to distant lands or returning with the raw materials and perhaps stories. So this is the all about earlier cities which is mentioned in the chapter 4. And next is about crafts, and also they are discussing about raw material food and cities like or Harappan towns in Gujarat, Dholavira, Lothal, and the end of this civilization. So this is chapter 4. We will see the crafts in this video itself. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments, and vessels. Gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels. Perhaps the most striking finds are those of beads, weights, and blades. So, copper, bronze are the tools, and the beads, weights, and blades are also using. Gold and silver is the other point for making ornaments and vessels. Many of the things that were produced were probably the work of specialists. Who is specialist? A person who is trained to do only one kind of work, for example cutting stone, polishing beads, or carving seals. Next is actual pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of a silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. In this point we need to remember the silver vase and copper objects. Raw material are substances that are either found naturally, such as wood or ores of metals, or produced from or by farmers or herders. These are then used to produce finished goods. So raw material is using, and after many years it is giving as a finished goods, right? While some of the raw materials that the Harappans used were available locally, many items such as copper, tin, gold, silver, and precious stones had to be brought from distant places. Next is food. While many people lived in the cities, others living in the countryside grew crops and reared animals. These farmers and herders supplied food to craft persons, scribes, and rulers in the cities. The plough was used to dig the earth for turning the soil and planting seeds. As this region does not receive heavy rainfall, some form of irrigation may have been used. This means that water was stored and supplied to the fields when the plants were growing. The Harappans reared cattle, sheep, goat, and buffalo. Water and pastures were available around settlements. However, in the dry summer months, large herds of animals were probably taken to greater distance in search of grass and water. They also collected fruits like bear, caught fish, and hunted wild animals like the antelope. So the food is all about cultivation, hunting, farming. Okay, Harappan towns in Gujarat. Which are the Harappan towns? Dholavira, Lothal. Dholavira was located on Khadir Bait in Rann of Kutch, where there was fresh water and fertile soil. It is divided into three parts, unlike some of other Harappan cities, which are divided into two parts. But in Dholavira, it is three parts, and each part was surrounded with massive stone walls with entrances through gateways. Also, a large open area in the settlement where the public ceremonies could be held. Other finds include large letters of Harappan script that were carved out of the white stone and perhaps inlaid in wood. Also, unique finding as generally Harappan writing has been found on small objects such as seals. Next town is Lothal. It stood beside a tributary of Sabarmati in Gujarat, close to the Gulf of Khampat. So here it is Rann of Kutch and here it is Gulf of Khampat. It was situated near areas where the raw materials such as semi-precious stones were easily available. And the important center for making objects out of stone, shell and metal, there was also a storehouse in the city. Many seals and sealings, the impressions of the seals on the clay, were found in this storehouse. A building that was found here was probably a workshop for making beads. Pieces of stone, half-made beads, tools for bead making and finished beads have all been found here. End of this civilization. Around 3900 years ago, we find the beginning of a major change. People stopped living in many of these cities. Different scholars suggest different reasons of end of the civilization. Some says due to rivers dried up and some says due to deforestation. This could have happened because fuel was required for baking bricks and for smelting copper ores. So fuel is required for baking bricks and smelting. So these are the reasons, that is, different scholars suggest different reasons, right? So these are few reasons of because that lead to end of the civilization. Besides, grazing by large herds of cattle, sheep and goat may have destroyed the green cover. In some areas there were floods, but none of these reasons can explain the end of all the cities. Flooding or river drying up could have had an effect in only some areas. It appears as if the rulers lost control. In any case, the effects of the change are quite clear. Sites in Sindh and West Punjab, that is present day Pakistan, were abandoned while many people moved into newer, smaller settlements to the east and south. So many people moved to the smaller settlements which is in the east or south, which is newer. These are all about chapter 4 in the earliest cities. We discussed about the cities and the lives of the people and crafts, raw materials, food and Harappan towns like Dholavira and Lothal, and how and what are the reasons and how it ends the civilization. Next is chapter 5th, what books and burial tell us. So we will see that in the fresh next video. Thank you.